once it went down, and the saltiness is still deep in the taste of the mouth of the boys here. It's time. It's time to do a Dynasty. And speaking of time, almost 5+ hours if you were there. The show started on April 6th and ended on April 7th if you were in the arena. I feel so bad. For these people, for those who attended it in Philly.
We had one of our own in the arena.
Hey,
TSK
oh, that's right. Yeah, Big
there.
Kyle. Big Kyle.
Oh, big boy.
I'm surprised that boy wasn't snoozing. Goodness gracious. Trust me, there's a whole lot to get into. I haven't done the names yet. It's DC, it's Rob, it's Harold. We're in full form. We got a super late episode of Revolution that dropped before this one. They kind of dropped at the same time, so you're welcome for that fun stuff. And now it's time to talk Dynasty. We're going to talk good. We're going to talk bad because there was a lot of good. There was a whole bunch of bad. There was a whole bunch of what the hell was this? I could go on forever. I really could. I really, really could. Let's just get into it. Again, we don't do the pre-show, but if you did an extra hour, 5+ hours in that fucking arena, my heart goes out to you. Will Ospreay, Kevin Knight, probably one of the best AEW openers I've seen, I want to say in quite some time. I could go as far as saying ever. Because this match is, and yes, I will admit, there was some botches. There was a little bit of sloppiness, which you tend to not get from Will Ospreay matches. But as much as it was on the back and forth of the sloppy Joe, if you will, it connected well. Everything they did was awesome. It meant something. Kevin Knight was made a star in one match. If you didn't already know who Kevin Knight was, you have to know now. You have to, or at least you're doing research on him. For those that are diehard enough, and if you're watching AEW, you're diehard enough. So, to put this one lightly, where's my phone? I was about to say, I wrote a whole gimmick on this one. I was that enthused with this match. So, let's say, of all the matches, I got a whole written down. Here we go. I'll walk into this one. This is perfect. I said, really good match, high level. Started with hard chops by Ospreay. Knight showed that he could be just as athletic, tongue twisting over here, as Will Ospreay. They worked their way to the outside. Ospreay hits a tope on Knight. They set up for a powerbomb on the ramp. It is reversed into a gnarly DDT where Kevin Knight absolutely spikes Will Ospreay right on top of his head. Knight gets a near fall before Ospreay comes back after being completely concussed. Hits a cutter off of a springboard. Little sloppy, but they follow right back up. Hits an Os cutter. Styles Clash. Follows it up with an absolute murdering hidden blade to pick up the win. I am underplaying so much of Kevin Knight's awkward transitions out of a Styles Clash because he did not want to get hit with the Styles Clash. But again, Will Ospreay putting dudes over. You could have absolutely had Kevin Knight win this because this is not, this isn't just a normal match. This was the Owen Hart tournament match. And again, elevation of new guys. It could have worked really well. But regardless, Kevin Knight's been elevated. Will Ospreay is that bruv.
There was a point in time I thought Kevin Knight could actually pull this thing off. There was some very, very close, calls there. And I think a lot of this just goes to the testament of the talent that Will Ospreay is. Since he's come to America, the pops, when he comes out, are getting louder every week.
Every week.
What he's doing in the ring, like, if you know. But, the fan base in America is starting to see what some of us have known for years now. And Kevin Knight also coming over from New Japan too. He's on a tremendous upside. He had a fantastic showing against Jay White last week. And then a week later, he had this phenomenal match with Will Ospreay. Like, Mark Henry, I think, said it best on Twitter. He told TK, "You got a good one. Mm-hmm. You definitely got a good one."
Agreed.
Yeah. Kevin Knight, I think, attributed to some of the sloppiness in the match, and that's to go without saying. A little bit of
him nervous.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got the nerves.
Big platform, huge platform for him, and despite all of that, he showed out. Ospreay came with the chemistry. They showed out together. Kevin Knight went from being maybe lower mid card to being mid card, upper mid card at this point. It would be believable, in my opinion, at this point, with the caliber of match he put on.
To push for the lad.
I definitely think there was definitely nerves. Because, I mean, look at it this way. You're getting in there with somebody, I would think, a tier 1 talent.
Yeah.
Imagine, you get signed to the E, you're going up against, they tell you, your debut match, you're going to be working with Randy Orton.
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking of when you said that.
Somebody who is on the list, one of the all-time greats, may end up being one of the greatest of all time to have never worked in WWE. Too soon to tell. But, case in point, I mean, anybody would be nervous.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this was his first pay-per-view, right?
I mean, shit, he had his debut match a week ago.
Yeah,
I think he might have been on Forbidden Door last year, but it was probably a minor tag match.
It makes me think, but no, I was going to say, I was like, he was tagging with Kushida, right? Yeah.
Kushida.
We saw him in MLW, so I mean, he's gotten AEW-esque exposure, just on the lower level. No. Okay, well then I'm talking outside of my neck. I'm just saying, I mean, I'm watching MLW, and if I'm watching MLW, there's got to be other AEW fans that are. So again, it's one of those where you know of the name. Maybe you don't know the cat exactly, but maybe you know of the name. But
you know it now.
Hey, there it is. DC's 100%. You know it now. So we go from a hot opener to, I don't know how to put this one. The Hurt Syndicate defending their tag team titles against Big Bill and Brian Keith. First off, great showing by Big Bill. I don't understand why we're not doing more with this cat. There needs to be more. I want to nitpick this. I do. So just like with the Outrunners in the last pay-per-view, the Hurt Syndicate start off getting their ass beat. How and why, I don't fucking know. But they start out getting their ass beat, and then they get the huddle, get told some shit, and all of a sudden they turn it on. We got the same thing in this one, but maybe we got a little bit more offense from Big Bill. But the overall story of this had nothing to do with the match itself, had everything to do with MJF. And they don't want MJF's help. They don't want him a part of the group. The guys don't want it. Maybe MVP wants it secretly, but the boys don't want it. Shelton and Bobby Lashley don't want it. But guess what? He shows up anyway as Bobby Lashley and Big Bill are fighting on the outside. Big Bill gets thrown into the turnbuckle, or it's not into the turnbuckle, to the side railing, and that's when MJF with the ring clips him right in the jaw. There's a spear on the outside, and then they go and finish it. The problem that I do have with it, though, is the fucking fact that they completely missed the shot because the cameraman, I don't know why, who in the truck said clip it, change it, whatever, but you ruined it. We saw MJF for quite literally a split second. The damn announce team had to play it up like, oh shit, we have to say it's MJF because otherwise you probably didn't see him. And then we go to the ending of the match. So, before I get your thoughts on the overall match itself, is MJF going to be the white chocolate in the Hurt Syndicate?
I hope not.
No, I hope not either.
Oh,
I think it's just going to be another one of those situations where, and I hate to kind of shit on it, but MJF has a tendency to rehash his feuds. He just kind of skews who's in it, what the ultimate goal is, but it's ultimately the same formula. And this reminds me of, when he was trying to get in with Jericho's group, and they had, the partnership for a little bit between the two groups. And to me, I feel like that's the direction it's going. It's just another rehash on that.
I mean, is that him or is that Boss Man?
Ooh.
Like, I said it before. Since he came back, it just doesn't seem like they know what to do with MJF.
Completely agree.
To the point where there was a story, and I honestly think it's true. He only gave MJF all that money so he wouldn't fucking go to WWE.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
And you've
It's
done
given.
jack shit with him.
I hate saying it like this, but it's. I think they just didn't know what it is to do. I think we think he could have kept being a face for a little bit longer. You probably could have stretched it out longer. Probably could have came back with that and allowed him to be on the back burner that way. But because you're trying to force him as this heel and what, it does feel a bit.
Don't want it.
I don't know if I
they
don't
don't.
want it. It just all feels a bit much. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are trying way too hard to keep him in the picture.
You want something an easy as shit storyline for him? I'll tell you, and it's really simple.
Hey, simplicity.
Have him feud with Mox and have MJF be the one to take it off Mox. Why do I say that? Who did MJF beat to win his AEW World Title?
Wow.
Mox.
Oh, sure. I had totally forgotten.
He ended Mox's last reign. I think it would be quite appropriate to have him end this one.
Prodigy kind of guy, one of the pillars of AEW. I can see it. I also, and I'm gotta be completely honest, it immediately gives me like a sour taste. I don't know why. I just got one. It's just like, because we're pushing him. We're pushing him. And I don't mean like push him like, oh, give him attention, but I mean like, with the over push, he has to be there. Hey, you guys remember MJF? Like, you're dragging him out. Like, yeah, no, we know him.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm vibing off of that. It's the fact that there's no organic
Yes.
feel
That's the
to
word.
anything they're doing with him. Before MJF, he feuded with people where it made organic sense. In this instance, they're just trying to put him where it fits. Whatever happened with that whole Jeff Jarrett storyline?
Fucking dead.
They just gave it to shit, and then they just moved on to the Hurt Syndicate. Like,
Nobody wanted to see that. He could have kept the feud going with Hangman.
that's another one they were hinting at.
Thing
Again,
with Dustin.
Dustin, that's a big one.
again,
That could have been a great pay-per-view match.
yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it's the simplicity is there, but it's not being taken because, again, you have to parade him out. He's the old lion at the zoo. Hey, you see the young lions, but look at the old lion. Like, I don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. He want to go to sleep.
He's only 28.
Right? I hate, but again,
deadpanning him.
we got him for 19 months straight every fucking week. I hate saying it like that. Like it's a negative.
We also said it like his shtick is the same every week.
Yeah,
Come out, do your heel promo, insult the crowd,
cheap heat.
rinse, repeat.
Yes, so talk shit about somebody's mom, make them wrestle 5 other wrestlers to get to you, and then you wrestle them at the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And lose.
Thank you, DC.
And
Speaking
It
of,
might be time to go back to the drawing board.
I
Keep him on TV.
hope they have a drawing board because I mean they just
It's
Does
a
it stick?
chalkboard with rainbow chalk.
with rainbow. Got it.
With Thunder Snow.
Oh, no wonder why it just keeps getting erased. All right.
Why is all the white chalk disappearing?
Goodness gracious. TBS Championship. Mercedes. Oh, no, sorry. Owen Hart quarterfinal. Mercedes Moné versus Julia Hart. Why did Julia win? I'm not even gonna like get into the thing right now. I just right off the bat. Why did Julia win? I understand that we're going for this broad needs to carry like 9 belts, 2 on her leg, 4 all around her fucking small torso, and then needs to come up above her head and cover her like a mummy. I get it. You want to over parade championships to this lady, but like why? Like God's honest,
Mo,
why?
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Hold on. Let's be a little positive here.
Okay.
The match was pretty good. For Julia Hart coming back from being gone for so long, I thought they did a fantastic job. Monet rarely has chemistry with anybody, in my
True.
opinion. The last few outings, she's had it. So I'm gonna say start with a little positivity.
Okay, fine.
Bro.
You got
DC says no.
No, I can agree with you on that one, Harold. As again, this is another one that would take an example from the Ospreay, the Kevin Knight match, where as sloppiness and as offbeat as they were at times, it worked. It was still flowed. It still had chemistry. It still made sense, even though there was a couple of times where Monet looked like a geek. Granted, she's gonna do that anyway.
That's always gonna happen.
Again, it's gonna happen no matter what. But I just don't like another one where she's getting literally shoved down our throat. There are people coming back who could garner minute momentum by beating her, or extravagant momentum, depending on how they actually want to fucking book it. And instead, it's don't worry about them. We've got her. You know what I mean? It's like the Hulk Hogan days. We don't have nobody but Hogan. Oh shit! Now we have to get people. What? Yeah. You could have people. It's okay if your champions lose in a match that has nothing to do with their championship. It's okay if they lose in tournaments. I remember when Okada, the great Okada, hadn't lost like 14 some odd days or whatever the fuck, and then loses in a tournament match, and everybody lost their shit because it was so massive. Like, what the fuck?
We've got Mercedes Monet. I'll pay you.
Oh,
she's been here almost a year. I think she debuted at Double or Nothing.
So much longer.
Yeah. She hasn't even been here a full year.
Oh, it feels so much longer.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's a big problem with amongst many others in AEW is the putting all your eggs in one basket philosophy of ride this pony and its ratings until it dips into the dirt. That's what they did with MJF. He rid the ratings pony until he dipped it into the dirt. Luckily, Kenny, not to say injuries are a good thing, but luckily Kenny had time off for injuries because he didn't get dicked into the dirt during that time because he would have.
Yeah.
No, 1,000% agreed on that. Go ahead, DC. Give us your negativity.
I can't. We all know what's going to happen. It's going to end up with her beating Toni Storm. And it's going to happen. Because Tony's got this freaking hard on thinking she's the greatest of all time. No. She has never been. Is she good? Yes. Greatest of all time? No. Stop. You fucking clown.
Oh God, I love you.
I just can't with Tony. Like,
no, it gets worse by the day. I swear it does. I swear it does.
He said at the press conference, "Oh, I take fan comments into consideration." Yeah, you might. You don't give a fuck. You don't do anything about it.
I don't think he knows what the word consideration means.
Goddamn clown.
Oh man, he's got some tweets to read, especially in the last 24 hours.
Oh Lord, does he ever? All right.
First it goes.
Death Riders against FTR for the AEW Trios titles. Since Harold brings up positivity, it was a good match, solid match, a lot of good action.
Yeah, I was about to read the negativity on this one. I was about to say the second unnecessary match of the night.
This motherfucking match should have been on Dynamite.
It should have, could have, and absolutely no. It 1,000% did not need to be here.
Never happened at all.
I'm kind of with D. Yeah. I mean, if you have to have it anyway, I guess, to throw it on Dynamite. But in all reality, I could give a shit about it. I will admit though, Yuta has fucking Dominic Mysterio level heat right now. Like, this dude is just getting booed out of the building.
No.
Dominic has been likable the entire time. Prior to him turning heel, as soon as Dominic turned heel, he's been likable the entire time.
Hey, as soon as Yuta can turn heel while being heel, then we'll have that discussion.
Yuta hasn't been likable since before Death Riders.
You got a point. You have a great point there.
The ironic thing is, Yuta is from Philly, so like he was in his hometown.
You couldn't fucking tell. You couldn't tell.
When you get booed in your hometown, you got a problem.
You're telling me you got a problem. Goodness gracious. Wheeler using all of these fucking Bryan Danielson moves is killing me. But it makes sense. He's garnering heat off him. The Bisaka knee, every time I see it, kind of makes me gag. But it's cool at the same time. I really did think this was going to be the nice, oh, hey, they won the Trios Championships. But the literal second I see the pin, that Yuta's getting the pin, I knew it was it. And I knew the turn was happening. And that is all that matters in this match. Yes, the match is whatever. You get rid of it. It made no sense. Yes, you could have had the turn on Dynamite, but they had it here, and it was more than I thought. It was a lot more than I thought. I really did think Dax was going to turn. I thought he was going to beat the crap out of Cope, and I thought he was going to leave. And then I thought maybe Cash was just going to have like a moment of reflection, fuck you, and then leave. I did not expect them to beat the dog shit out of him, to hit 2 concertos, and send this guy out on a stretcher. But they did it. It was awesome. And then I love Nigel, because I swear to God, FTR standing for fuck the revival, but apparently it stands for fuck the rest, and that is badass.
That shatter machine was so satisfying.
It was, though.
Yes, it was. Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with that segment because I enjoyed seeing Cope get beat up. At the same time, this pay-per-view went 5+ hours. We didn't need to go this long. We get it. Y'all don't like them.
Yeah, for real.
You know, I want to like it, but again, we all know where the fuck this is going to end. It's going to end with Cope and Christian Cage getting back together, and they're going to beat FTR.
Probably, but I think heel FTR is the move.
And
agreed.
It's going to end up with Cope and Christian winning the AEW tag team titles, because why the fuck not?
Because why the fuck not?
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
I can't do it.
Our dad deserves titles.
This is truth. He deserves titles. This, however, deserves its own segment. If I could do it, I would do it. Timeless Tony Storm, Megan Bayne. The internet is pissed because they built Megan Bayne up for nothing. Bullshit. Bullshit. This match was, because I knew it from the second I seen it. The second she came out looking like Rocky in Philly, it's goddamn Rocky 4. Okay? Or it's actually Rocky 3. It's Clubber Lang. No, it wasn't even Clubber Lang. It's Thunder Lips versus Rocky Balboa. And that's exactly what we got. Okay? You had the powerful, stronger Megan Bayne against the faster Tony Storm. And it's exactly what it was. It was Thunder Lips, the stronger dude, against Rocky, who had to use his brain and his speed. And there was times in this one where, again, you thought, at least I thought, that Megan Bayne could do it. Holy shit. Yeah. They're gonna beat Tony Storm. She's really that broad. And that's when Tony reminds you that she's smarter than the average bear. And she gets a flash pin by a roll-up, picks up the dub, retains the title. And again, the internet goes nuts. Package. The small package. The internet goes nuts.
Tony Storm and her small package.
It was glorious. This is.
Did you catch Tony Storm at the media scrum?
Yes, I did.
The comment she made?
Yes, I did.
That shit was wild.
She was. The media scrum was the best. She walked out like a pro. Oh, God. The dude asked, I forget what was the last question the guy asked. He was.
The Waffle House question?
Oh, yeah. What's your Waffle House order? He's Malcolm. Just.
And she walks off.
Damn it, Malcolm. Tony Storm is it, bro. She's it.
Tony Storm can do no wrong.
Nope.
Nah. She can summon the Kraken out of her ass.
Hey,
You could give me a whole fucking pay-per-view of nothing but Tony Storm just cutting random fucking
I was gonna
promos.
say you're gonna have a random pay-per-view for summoning the Kraken out of her ass. All right, let's
Literally,
go.
of her just doing promos. Literally, just nothing but that. And you know what? I would call it the pay-per-view of the year,
Yeah, easily.
and I would be just fine with that.
She's so damn entertaining.
Tony, whatever she wants when her contract comes up, fucking give it to her. If
That's
she
the
Man,
one
wants
you
half the
pay.
company, give it to
Give
her.
her 2 of it.
Ayo,
So
that's the one you pay, not Mercedes
Mhm.
Monet.
Really?
So
I really need a segment Tony and Juice together. I think that shit would be unhinged.
OnlyFans?
only the only
Uh,
fans.
Pretty sure
I mean-
Cope and Lita already did that
Hey-o.
on an episode of Raw.
That's gold tier OnlyFans, but
Gold tier, baby.
I think a comedic segment with Juice
Cheers to
Robinson
you.
and Tony Storm would be amazing.
Yeah. For sure.
Sign me the hell up. I would absolutely love that. All right. This match had no damn reason being as good as it was, but we'll get into it. Another Owen Hart Foundation tournament quarterfinal. This time it's for the men's. Kyle Fletcher against Mark Briscoe, who's been hitting the gym because the Sussex County Chicken don't got a gut no more. I love this. This, again, had no damn reason being this good. None. Kyle Fletcher is, of course, Kyle Fletcher. We know how good he is. We know the level he's on. And some underestimate Mark Briscoe. And it's easy to underestimate. Go ahead.
They shouldn't.
Exactly. No, you're right. They shouldn't. Because, again, when most people think of Mark Briscoe, you immediately think of his tag team days. Oh, he's this tag team wrestler. He can't do nothing on his own. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Because this match absolutely killed. Absolutely killed. I mean, I don't have words for it. Kyle Fletcher is a dude, by the way, who is, how old is, he's what, 24? 25?
If that.
If that. And this kid looks like he's been doing this for 20 years. He's just so fluid. I hate using this goddamn comparison, but he fucking looks like Randy Orton, okay? He really fucking does. Physically.
I was about to say,
And
I've
in
heard
ring.
multiple casual fans go, hey, that guy reminds me of Randy Orton.
Yes.
I was like, that's actually a positive note in my opinion.
That's not a bad thing.
He's methodical with everything he does.
Praise.
Ugh.
Young, jacked to hell, smooth with it.
It's hella smooth.
Has that aura.
Got sky blue. Man is
That's the
winning.
aura right there.
Man is winning.
To quote one of my favorite movies, how I really hate him.
Oh, goodness gracious. To get into the finish of this one, we did get Briscoe hitting a float over, avalanche brain buster, cutthroat driver. They were just hitting moves like a son of a bitch. The froggy bow gets a near fall. Briscoe wants to go for the J driller. Fletcher gets out of it, hits with the cutthroat driver, rolls to the outside. Briscoe leaps over the top rope, hits a froggy on the outside, goes back in, tries for another one, boots to the face, hits the avalanche brainbuster, pick up the dub. Kyle Fletcher does. Super solid win. Again, do not ever downplay Mark Briscoe again, because this guy will surprise the hell out of you. The absolute hell out of you. Hoi.
You know, and I'll say that I think for a number of years he was, and unjustifiably, he was living in Jay's shadow.
It was hard not to.
Exactly. I'm not saying it is wrong.
Yeah.
It's justifiable. But what I will say is this: people are now saying, "Okay, like," and y'all know I've been saying it for the longest fucking time.
Oh, yeah.
Mark is so insanely talented. Y'all have heard me
Yeah.
say it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been preaching Mark Briscoe, and now people are seeing it, and I'm happy for him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We should all
I'm
be.
glad he's making that money.
Hell
for
yeah.
sure.
Goddamn, man's got 12 kids.
Holy shit.
Right.
That's the devil.
Yeah, I
life.
think
And a whole bunch of
I don't
chickens.
think a whole bunch. I don't think we've seen Mark on that level since right after Jay died, in my opinion. Right after Jay died, he got this push, obviously, to kind of honor his brother, to honor Ring of Honor. And at the time, we all thought he might have won the Ring of Honor championship. That didn't end up happening. And I feel like the heat kind of died down, like the gas was let off the pedal. And I wonder if that was Mark taking the time to find his identity. And then he's kind of started leading the conglomerate for a while. And I think that kind of helped him, get back in that groove. And the last few matches he's had on Collision have been really good. And then this match obviously just brings it back up. Like you said, reminds you of who he is.
It really does.
If you want to see the sheer charisma this man has, watch the AEW he did with RJ City. Honestly, it's got to be one of the greatest episodes they've ever done.
Oh god, I have to watch it now.
That actually sounds worth checking out.
Easy top 5.
Harold, if you haven't seen it, you seriously need to. It's great.
It's great.
I will.
Okay, we're talking about greatness, and this wasn't it. This was not it. Bandito versus Chris Jericho, Ring of Honor World title versus mask. Yes, rub the faces now. I swear we've said it in past pay-per-views. I know I've said it on past episodes of Max. I'm dying. I will personally pay a Fozzy ticket if he fucks off and goes on tour. Please. Just please.
He'll be here in 3 weeks. He's
Oh,
gonna be at
God.
Disney.
Oh,
Let's go. I'm down.
It's fucking 3 weeks.
One better.
Let's go.
Let's go. Goodness
It
gracious.
is beyond time
Standing in the front row.
for Jericho to get the fuck out of here.
It's like I respect the. Don't get me wrong. The wrestling fan respects
Pure
him.
respect.
Pure respect. But I
100%.
respectfully need you to fuck off.
For a bit.
Like, give me 3 months. Come back in Texas.
There's a company that's got a show in Las Vegas in about 2 weeks.
Hey.
Go hang out with them for a while.
Oh yeah, I'm sure TK won't mind. I promise you.
Or here's an idea. Go back to that other company. Maybe do some work on the Performance Center.
Hey. Again, whatever gets you off my AEW side of television is fine by me.
Yeah, he just needs a break. Creatively, he's flushed.
Oh,
it would be good for
flushed,
him.
bro.
It'd be good for us. Do it.
Yeah.
I looked at the Fozzy tour when they announced it, and I just found it so ironic that he doesn't play shows on Wednesdays or Saturdays.
Fuck.
I'm just like you motherfucker.
You son of a bitch.
So every single Wednesday and Saturday for the whole tour is free. So I'm just like, fuck.
It's bananas.
So close.
So as the beautiful thing about this show in Philly is Philly does not give a damn. They will voice their opinion, and they feel in the exact sentiments as we do, maybe a little bit more so, as there was a long "please retire" chant. At least they were asking nicely, okay? At least they were asking nicely. However, these guys tried way too fucking hard, man. They tried way too hard. Like, I understand Bandito needs to get over, and he's over because he's got these cool moves, because he's actually a relatively strong dude. But, like, you're doing him on a guy that... First off, he probably shouldn't be taking these moves. Okay,
No,
he is as heavy. He is as awkward to lift as a fucking bag of hay. You know, it's. I don't understand. Everything looked so forced. They were trying so hard. We have to do this move. We have to do that move. We have to do this move. And so they get there. There's the stupid gun showdown thing again, where Jericho cheats during that, which again makes no sense Makes no sense. We're overplaying it now. Now we're overplaying it. We've seen it 3 times. 3 fucking times. And on the 3rd time, you finally cheat. Stupid as shit. But then, what makes it all worse is there's a distraction from Brian Keith, who's hobbling his way out, and Gravity comes out to make the save. And while all that's going down, Jericho pulls out a bat, knocks out Bandito, picks up the sweetest time you could take. I could have read a book, took a shit, made a meal, ate the meal, and he still wouldn't have pinned him. It just all day long. He finally does it. It's the slowest 3 count you've heard since I don't fucking know when. The place is beyond pissed. I've never seen so many people in Philly so pissed off since fucking ECW. Okay, so that already was right there. But then this is, and I had to do it because I always listen to reviews of this show from other people, and one of the ones I listened to is Brian and Vinny, and Vinny said it perfectly. Then all of a sudden, the switch flipped, and it turned into a novella, because at the beginning of the match, they were emphasizing Bandito's mom and sister. And for the first time in history, a referee that has nothing to do with this match, who somehow, by the way, I had no idea Aubrey spoke perfect Spanish, so nod to her. So, muy bien. Vamos. She said all of 4 words, and you know what? That's probably 3 more than I know, so I can't give her too much shit. Anyway, they're telling her there's a bat over there. Whenever has a random referee listened to a spectator to say, oh, I saw him cheat? Aubrey plays along. They unveil the bat. It's like all you needed was the zoom and the faces, you know what I mean, to make it a true novella. They restart the match. It ends up being that Bandito's going to win. Why did we need all the extra shit? Tell me the truth. Why did we need all the extra shit? If I wanted to watch a novella, I could just turn it on, okay? I could hang out. I can grab my chips. I could do my thing. But no. In the middle of my wrestling show, I get a novella. All I needed was the dramatic music and the random zoom-ins, and it would have been the same. It would have been the same shit. Ugh, my God.
Senior Jericho.
It's gonna end up. They did it so that they can do a rematch, and Jericho can get the title back.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking cry. Oh God. Yep. Thank you.
Because Tony absolutely loves
Jericho.
Please don't leave me, Chris. I need you.
I don't think he does. I really don't think he does.
It reminded me of Bully Ray recently had a match in Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling that was similar to me, in where it was an old timer thinking, or this is at least what I thought of it. They're thinking, hey, let's do an old classic wrestling. Heel face, and we're gonna play it by the book, but it's gonna be so old school and cool, and it's not. It looks cheesy. It looks stupid to this type of audience. If you're at like a Saturday lucha show at the swap meet with a bunch of little kids, this is fucking gold. The kids are like, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
For AEW's audience, we're like, come on, bro. This is like doing the low blow, or you know what I mean? It's not enough, but then it's too much at the same time.
Yep.
It's just terrible.
Bad.
And I feel like this has been Jericho's every pay-per-view match he's had the last 2 years. We've had enough.
Oh, wow.
Since the Mimosa Mayhem match.
I was just going to say, ever since then.
That's when it started. Just nonsense.
Pure nonsense. You always got anything to add to that one? Oh, I love it.
I gotta save some.
He's keeping one. He's keeping one in the chamber for the main event.
Hey, as we all should. Goodness gracious. All right, let's hop into the next one. Adam Cole, Daniel Garcia for the TNT title. No interference, no time limit. Good match. This was meant to be just that, a good match where you're kind of meant to, I don't know if I can get each other over. It went maybe 6 minutes too long. I don't know why. I felt got stretched. Everything about it seemed fine at first, but then it just felt like it kept going. And then the one massive thing I noticed is we're coming off a match where, yes, we're pissed off. It's bullshit. It's a fucking novella. But there was crowd reaction. There was near 10,000 people in this building for Philly. Fucking crickets. Fucking crickets. If they weren't screaming Adam Cole or Bay, nothing. They could give a goddamn shit about who's in the ring. And I think that has all to do with Daniel Garcia.
Mm-hmm. Kind of both.
Kind of both?
Me, but
then I'm asking you.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Daniel Garcia's entire title reign, it is entirely forgettable. It's been relegated to Collision. He doesn't even come out and cut promos on Dynamite, so you never see the guy unless you're one of the 200,000 to 300,000 who's consistently watching Collision. Collision is not a bad show; it's just conveniently in a bad time slot. Mm-hmm. To go with his reign, I don't even remember him winning it. I'm not going to remember him losing it in a few months from now. Adam Cole, I probably won't even remember him winning it because I feel like he's kind of been lackluster since the whole injury thing. And I feel like they're giving this title to him because they feel like, oh, it's about time, and Garcia's not doing anything with it. Garcia just literally sat on the title. He was just a title sitter.
I mean, is that
I had to say
his fault, or is that the fault of the people booking the fucking shows? Like, as a talent,
it's a little both. I mean, if the audience is not connecting to a guy, you're not going to put him on TV.
I had mentioned this during Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling that AEW is kind of known for this, the chase being greater than the actual reign.
Yeah, all the time.
Seen it happen with Daniel Garcia. Seen it happen with Hangman. Seen it happen with Thunder Rosa. Like it's consistent. Something that they need to work on.
But I mean, to be fair, Rob, like that's a lot of wrestling in general. I mean,
it is.
Look at Mick Foley. All of his runs, his
runs
are it. But the chase, his feuds with The Rock,
even Cody. A lot of people would say that about Cody.
Exactly. Like, you're more invested in the chase. Like it's just a fact. You relate to them more. The problem is, and they have always kind of struggled with the AEW TNT title for a while. Like it's always been an issue with that title. Always has been.
Yeah.
Just feels like they don't want to push it that well.
Well, it's also because you label it TNT, it's got to be on TNT all the time. And then they took Dynamite off of TNT. So
rename the fucking title then.
Rename it. They got to. That's the best thing they can do.
There's got to be something better.
United States title. The
No,
AEW
stop.
Television title.
Thank you. I was just going
It's
to say.
not even needed anymore, in my opinion. You got the Continental, got the International.
You're not wrong, but I mean, in all reality, that's what the TNT title is. It's meant to be a TV title, so why not do TV title?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Television title, it's fine.
It's historic. But again, as we've learned in AEW, simple is not so fucking simple.
Yep.
So, I did want to bring up...
At least to them.
No, definitely not, at least to them. Did want to bring up a couple of crazy spots. The one spot where they were working on the outside, Garcia was trying to hit the powerbomb on the steps, and Adam Cole reverses with the Hoshigoroshi, the whole knee to the side of the head, and fucking goddamn Daniel Garcia just contorts himself in the most awkward ways as he comes down on his side on the outside. The multiple Panama Sunrises, even the one Daniel Garcia hit. Just a whole lot. Adam Cole wins the TNT title. I hope for the love of God, that there's something more to this reign than it's on Adam Cole. Because that's all I'm getting so far. But again, it's about who he goes up against. Mm-hmm. That could be hopefully a better spot. And then we get into something outstanding. I'll go ahead and use those words. I did think it went a little long, but I thought it was outstanding. And that's the three-way for the AEW International Championship. Kenny Omega defending against Ricochet and Speedball Mike Bailey. I don't know what happened, but my television went from, or I guess my computer screen, went from AEW to fucking straight PWG. Because that's exactly what I felt like I was watching. I felt like I was, not only, and you want to know why I felt that way? God's honesty, Ricochet. With the fucking personality. This guy's got a personality. What do you fucking know? It's Ricochet and PWG all over again. Speedball Mike Bailey.
Bro, every time they slap Homeboy on the head.
Bald.
The bald head slap. That was so great.
It was
fantastic.
What a fucking spot. I completely loved it. I always say, in every single one of these pay-per-views, there's one match to go out of your way. In this one, it's two. It's the opener, and it's this one. Just do yourself a favor. Go watch the opener. Skip the rest of the shit. Skip it, and go right to Kenny Omega and Ricochet and Speedball Mike Bailey. And if you are not... Yes. And if you are not... If you are not already a fucking fan of Speedball, you will be. After this one match. These guys hit the ground running. It went, I want to say over 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
33, I think.
Holy son of a bitch.
Yeah, just right around. Yes.
But it was just utter brilliance and excellence. Kenny is allowing these guys to get momentum. Not only get momentum, but look like he could actually lose. There was times in this where Ricochet, again, looked Ricochet of old. Looked like the dude that everybody wanted to sign. The Prince Puma with the mask off. The guy who had all this fucking momentum. And then Speedball Mike Bailey. Hold on. Don't forget about me, dude. I was the shit. And here, and here. Here I am. And they all looked good. They were playing up the stomach, the diverticulitis. Even though when they did the whole spot on the side railing, I was like, you know what, dude? I love Kenny to death, and I know he lost 2 feet of intestine, but that fucking 6-pack, 9-pack, 28-pack, whatever the fuck, is solid as shit, okay? I'm surprised he didn't bend the fucking guardrail.
True. Kenny did look good.
Jesus. He is back in New Japan shape if I've ever seen it, which is telling you just how hard this dude is working. He is working hard to the point where he looked burned out after 30-plus minutes. And that's saying something for Kenny, the king of going 60-plus. 30-plus minutes.
My man's was sitting in the corner drinking that water.
He was. I haven't seen Kenny huffing and puffing in quite some time. He looked at Okada and was like, sorry, I gotta go to the back, dude. I couldn't have the stare down with you. I gotta go. But it was outstanding. Kenny's still the AEW International Champion. Okada comes out. They have the stare down. The history is reignited. It's going down in July in Texas. They've kind of made it known. It's probably going to be champion versus champion. We're hopefully going to get rid of a title. Please. Just for the sake of it. We don't need them both. But that one, I think, is going to bang. I think it'll go as close to 60 minutes as they'll let them. Which maybe means like 45.
Yeah. I got some time to work on that cardio.
Oh, yeah.
Please tell me it's on a Saturday, though, and not a freaking Sunday. And
I really want to say it's July the 12th. I hope that's the wrong date. Truly hope that's the wrong date.
July 12th is a Saturday.
Ah.
Hell yeah.
So that would mean Let's see. AEW. It was fucking all.
That's gonna start early though, right?
Texas. Oh, yep. Saturday the 12th. That's what it says right here. So it'll be on a Saturday. It'll have I guess that's giving them a reason to go 60 minutes because you don't have to worry about work or nothing the next day. I don't know.
You.
But it's all in, so they're gonna go all out. No,
All in.
no puns intended. Before I get away from the beauty that this was, do you guys want to touch on anything before we get to the dreadfulness that was the end?
The Karate Kid.
Oh yes,
spot.
the fucking Karate Kid spot. Oh my
That
god,
was so sick. He kicked the shit out of Ricochet.
I have never heard
beautiful.
such a pop for the Karate Kid. Never.
My brother-in-law was watching with me, and he hadn't seen Speedball Mike Bailey before, so I kind of like hyped him up before the match started. So I was like, I know they're gonna deliver, but there's always that, oh please deliver. I told him, I was like, he does the Taekwondo spots, but he's actually good at hitting the kicks, like they actually look legit. And he was like, all right, we'll see. And then the match started, boom, he starts hitting the kicks, and he's like, oh shit. Crane spot he marked out for it.
Oh, dude.
It was just all around a good show. I feel like everybody got their shine. Speedball did some great selling with his knee.
Oh,
He had some innovative spots with the double shoulder pins with both guys, which, as simple as it seems, it's like, how come I've never seen that before? That seems pretty simple to do. But, yeah, they busted it out, so it was pretty cool to see. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So D's been warming up. He's ready for it. So let's hop on into it. We're on to the main event. Jon Moxley with Marina Shafir against Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana for the AEW World Championship.
Put on your seatbelts, folks.
Swerve Strickland coming out like God damn it, I just said it in my head. Shockwave? No, not Shockwave. Static Shock.
Static Shock.
Static Shock. So for those who don't know that, what happened?
Master.
Terrible. Oh,
None
God.
other than the Shock Master.
The Shock. No, don't do the Shock Master. So to be, I'm not gonna be nice. I'm gonna get started, and I'm sure the rest of these guys will keep going on it when I'm going. But to bring up a couple of quick ones. We're 5 hours in. Mike's jumping in the last second. Oh, maybe not. So 5 hours in. We're 5 hours into this show.
He heard you. He said,
he's all
we're talking shit about the main event. Let's get in it.
He's all watching me get back in this beat. Let me know if he hops back in so I can do some adjusting real quick. But to get going, we're 5 hours into this goddamn show. And we're 5 hours into it, and these guys are chain wrestling. They're grappling. There's a dude who has minimum amateur background in Swerve Strickland against a fucking known brown belt in jiu-jitsu. What are we doing? Honestly, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
That was just piss poor. It made Swerve look inadequate, for lack of better terms. He looked lost. Some of his transition work was hot fucking garbage. Absolute hot fucking garbage. And then we go moving to the outside, and it just goes to shit. It just goes to shit. I thought this was an AEW title match. It turned into some kind of fucking no count out fucking ladder. I don't fucking know what. They're jumping off ladders 1 minute. The fucking, so Mox is trying to cut Swerve like Brock Lesnar did Randy Orton. He's trying to get him with the elbows, or at least that's the thought. They do the spot where he throws him over the fucking table, basically fucking torpedoes poor Excalibur as he yells shit into the goddamn microphone, which is gonna live infamy in my brain forever. And then they're both underneath the fucking table doing I don't fucking know what. They're obviously doing the gig.
Kissing.
But yeah, like, come on, bro. What are y'all, like, getting it on? Like, you're down there forever just to come up to obviously see the gig, all right, whatever. And then he's doing everything. Just it's the same thing every match. It's the same thing. It's dragged out. It's annoying as fuck. There's so many moves, so many house calls, all of this shit. Fucking Marina Shafir, every time I turn around, she's getting involved. The fucking briefcase. She's kicking Swerve on the floor. It's just so much. And I've said it week after week after week after week. I don't remember signing up to watch 2000's WCW. I don't remember watching the fucking NWO. But that's what it became. And that's what it became. And I did say this in the last one. If you're going to fucking be the NWO, you better add some new members. Guess who the fucking new members are? It's the fucking Young Bucks. If they already didn't have a Hall and Nash fucking staple to their goddamn name, now they have to have it. Jesus Christ. Just a fucking utter waste. Utter waste. Oh, I can't. Who's next?
I'm going to go last. I'm going to let this percolate.
Fucking hell. Oh, I love DC. He's the best.
I guess maybe I'll try to say something positive about it.
I was going to say, somebody's got to try.
No.
I can't. There's what was
Let me say
positive
something
about
positive about it.
Go ahead. I don't know what was positive about it.
I'll let you know when I figure out.
Thank you. Okay, I was like, please tell me he's not for real.
I want to hear DC because he is gonna explain from the bottom of everybody's soul. I'm sure. Come on, DC, give it.
That implies I have one.
Oi.
And again, to quote the greatest Batman movie of all time, and here we go. What the fuck was this goddamn match? As Mo alluded to, chain wrestling in a fucking main event where they build the Death Riders up to be this huge fucking threat. Where was Swerve's support? Literally, where the fuck was everybody?
He just made friends with Hangman. Where's
I know,
Hangman?
where was Willow?
Yeah.
She was injured, right?
Oh, well, yeah, she got fucking
Where was
DDT'd.
everybody else? Doesn't
Yeah.
make no fucking sense.
OC.
No.
Him hurt.
Oh, yeah.
And of all finishes, and I said it on Max. Max was gonna win.
Yeah.
Should he win? No.
No.
And you know what? What do we get? We get the dumbest fucking finish that makes no goddamn sense. Tony, in his infinite fucking wisdom, says, "Oh, this is gonna be a good idea." You know, this is giving me Vince McMahon vibes. It's not with this shit. Fans don't like the Death Rider storyline. They're done with it.
Been done.
But you know what? The thing, people compare it to the Bloodline, compare it to the NWO. At least with the Bloodline, they know when to fucking pivot with that shit. They know what the fuck they're doing. Tony Khan is losing his fucking mind. He's not booking for what? He's not even booking for the fucking sickos with this goddamn bullshit. He's not.
Mm-mm.
He is booking for his own selfish fucking desires, you fucking nerd.
Fucking nerd.
Step aside and let somebody else fucking book it. It's done. And I'll say it again. Swerve ain't winning it. I'll tell you who is winning it. Edward fucking Kingston.
Hey,
Eddie Kingston's gonna be the one to beat Mox, and you know I'm right.
that'd be cool. I mean, again, I've said it when you
I
said
wouldn't
it.
hate that.
I think it'd be a swerve and a half.
Not at all.
I think
You
it'd be
couldn't
great.
have had him just win it like this. It made no sense. But the Bucks, they already had a tag team. And what's this going to lead to? The Bucks being a fucking 4-time AEW tag team title holder? Is that what we're going to get?
Again.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Before the Bucks left, weren't they running from the Death Riders?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So now they're joining the Death Riders.
This is going to be,
right.
hey, we were running it the whole time. Dirt. Yeah, fucking.
Yep.
And see,
The
people wonder
W-O.
why Tony Khan gets so much hate and so much criticism. It's because of bullshit like this. He makes it too fucking easy.
It's not too sweet.
I wish I could say this was a great ending. It was a good pay-per-view, but it ended horribly. And people make excuses for this shit. He does not care what fans say. This is what he likes. He's gonna book what he likes. He is Vince McCon. Fucking nerd.
I was gonna say Rukon, but that works too.
He doesn't have half the booking talent Vince had.
That's what I was gonna say.
Vince
Vince
just got
Rukon.
outdated over the years.
You may as well hire Vince fucking Russo at this point, bro.
Yeah, that's closer.
Bro.
Yeah, that's why I keep saying Vince
Bro,
Rukon.
here's what we're gonna do.
Tell you what we do, bro. We put it on a poll.
Or you know what? It's gonna be Kingston, or who knows? Maybe he'll put the title on the fucking Big Boom AJ. That would be better than this.
Chocolate chunk cookie.
He'll put his title on AJ.
Chocolate
They
chunk
will.
cookie. Oh God! All right. Well, that was that. Everybody has had their fun. They've unleashed for sure. I do want to give a couple of cool little backstage notes. This comes from Uncle Dave. Take them as you will.
Fucking nerd.
Apparently, the Young Bucks did not arrive to the building until 10 o'clock. They did not keep them a secret. People saw them. They were like, oh, hey, whatever. They came in late anyway. Nobody gave a shit. Apparently, Bryan Danielson has been hanging out backstage, working the shows. He's a part of a creative team involving Tony Khan. I don't know what the fuck that means. He's probably getting consistently overran.
Help us, Brian.
And for some jackass reason, Scotty Riggs was backstage. For those who know WCW. American Males.
American man.
Out of point, DC! My fucking man. I still love that fucking theme. Anyway, all right, that was Dynasty.
What was his gimmick in Raven's flock? Didn't he?
Wasn't he the kid that was all pissed off because he was rich?
I think so, yeah.
I think
He
so.
was all he was like, oh, dude, you're rich, and they were like, don't make fun of me because I have money. God, I hate Scotty Riggs. That was Dynasty. 2 weeks out. No, next week. No, 2 weeks out. WrestleMania 2-night event. You know the boys are gonna get a part of it. You know we're gonna take part in it. I have been stating it every chance I get. The TSK's page is. So here's the updates. It's made. And we have our own email. We are in the process of creating a banner, an updated logo, and then, and only then, will we then drop the first video, whether it be our WrestleMania review or whether it be this review. But we don't know. But the only way to know is to make sure that you're following all the boys and everything you do. And of course, Max Wrestling, where we are right now, where we can catch me each and every Thursday. So before we get on out of here, let's see what the boys got going on. I know they got a lot of it because I'm still seeing Old Town videos popping up on my YouTube, and I'm not mad at it. Harold, what is the haps, big dog?
You know what? Oceanside was so nice. We had to visit twice.
Hey.
We went down to Oceanside again. We checked out some new spots. One that I'm most excited about is this 50s retro futuristic UFO bar that we checked out. It was like part speakeasy, part UFO bar. Super cool. So many places that we're checking out in Southern California, Los Angeles, Orange County, and now San Diego area.
Hey.
The Too Sweet Click, food, events, all sorts of stuff. Check us out. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook.
Gotta get on it. All of it. And they're all good episodes. They're short, they're sweet, but they absolutely grab your attention. Rob, speaking of grabbing attentions, the Blackhearts are back in business. Demoness has a lovely, I guess, sacrificial match against a young chap. But you guys dropped the predictions to this one. What else do you got coming with the lovely team?
Yeah, you know what we did? We did drop our predictions for this. You check that out over on Mike's YouTube page. Any of our social medias for Deep Into the Art of Wrestling is linktree /Blackhearts EBD3. Our next episode, we're actually going to be doing a watch through of AJ Styles and Hiroshi Tanahashi from TNA. So we've got that coming up. We have an Origin show on Karrion Kross that we're going to try to get out before the end of the month as well. So that's what we got going on that front. As far as what I'm doing solo, I've got stuff going on, probably too much stuff going on, to be honest, to the point it's overwhelming.
Yep.
But we're going to get something going. So follow me over Linktree / Hey It's Rob.
Hey, it's Rob.
No
DC,
sour
what's
sauce.
the word?
No. Because DC took it all.
All the sauce.
Hey.
Gallons. See, I've been holding this thing in since last night. And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
He had to let it squirt, y'all.
Hey, oh.
Pundit should be coming back out tomorrow or Wednesday. You know, I keep wanting to redo it, want it to be perfect.
Hey, don't we all?
Mike and I just recorded a episode over the weekend. We did our episode was night 1 of WrestleMania 36, the COVID Mania, which I will tell you gets more hate than it should.
Agreed.
For what that that Mania was, it was honestly pretty good. And I think had it been in front of the crowd, I think it would have been really good.
I agree.
And 100%. Hey, it got Bill Goldberg getting squashed.
Hey, can't beat that.
Hey, we love when Bill Goldberg loses.
Don't we all?
Yes, we do.
Don't we love when Bill Goldberg loses?
We just love saying Bill Goldberg. We just love saying Bill
Goldberg. We love it.
Goodness gracious.
We better not see Bill Goldberg at this WrestleMania.
Not Big Goldberg.
I will not be happy.
I'm telling you, if motherfucking Bill Goldberg shows up, Walter or Gunther better take care of him.
Well, there's also Randall Keith who needs an opponent. So
hey,
fuck.
Ring the bell, RKO, done.
Cool. I'm down. Sign me up. So, speaking of signing me up, we'll see y'all in 2 weeks for covering both Night 1 and Night 2 of WrestleMania. Who knows? We might even go live this time. We'll figure it out what we do. But for sure, y'all get 2 reviews. So we'll catch y'all then. And then we'll spin it back around for Double or Nothing. 2 sweet boys. And we'll catch y'all around the bend. Ah.
I pay you.
I pay you.